We are here with head coach Demetrius and senior Sean Moss. So to start off, Sean, tell me how you think preseason went in the fall.
I think preseason went very well for us. I feel like we got to learn a lot about the things that we need to do better. We got exposed on some things, but we're always ready to fix it in practice. And other than that, we got to learn, play with each other, build some chemistry. So I think overall it went very well.
And Coach, how do you think the fall went?
It was definitely challenging with restrictions, COVID restrictions. But, any challenge, you have to kind of get through it. We weren't allowed to do as many team bonding things we usually do. We had to do things on the court, smaller groups. We've had injuries, so not just COVID, but everything's been a challenge. But we're just happy to be playing, and we look forward to having a whole season this year.
What do you think has been the biggest challenge? The schedule changes or just the restrictions?
From our perspective, we don't know from day to day when we're playing a game. Or practice schedule hasn't changed much, but if your games change, your practice schedule is going to change. So the toughest thing is every coach and every player wants a calendar to say this is your month. We started out the year giving them week schedules, and now we're just giving them daily updates because it's the only way we do it. And throwing the fact right now we're in the middle of exam, so it kind of throws a curveball as well.
Sean, what part of your game have you worked on the hardest over the offseason?
Over the offseason, I basically was focusing on being able to get my shot off quicker and keep the same balance and consistency. And also, I've been working on my quickness so I can be able to guard these other guards that are in this conference. Everybody's very speedy, very quick. So I got to be able to keep up. And me getting my shot off quicker will open up more opportunities for me to hit and take and make shots. And then it'll make our team better as a whole because everybody else can get involved as well.
So coming in as a senior, what do you think your role is for the team?
Just to bring leadership because I've been here before and I've got that experience. I've seen us win championships. I've seen us do bad. So I've seen everything, and my goal is to just keep these guys on that winning track. I've learned from those past seasons, and I don't want us to make the same mistakes we made in the past when we weren't as good.
And Coach, talk to me about your returners. What kind of experience do you think they'll bring?
Well, we've got an odd situation with COVID, obviously. We have 3 seniors, and presently Sean's the only one playing. 2 other guys are out with injuries. So we have a senior class that's been around. Like Sean said, won a championship, hung a banner. We have a very strong junior class. I'm going to get all my classes mixed up because guys are able to come back and not able to come back. And 2 of our 3 seniors, Sean and Jared, are going to be graduating. Sean with an art degree, Jared with a business degree. Troy's going to come back and work on his master's in business as well. So, your team is only as good as your seniors usually, and we have a good senior class. We have a very strong junior class of players. We were able to bring in 3 or 4 new players, and same thing because of the uniqueness of the schedule. Some guys have been able to play, some guys haven't been able to play due to COVID injuries and other issues. So we feel like we've increased our depth with Timmy Sellers from Glen Hills, John Whitehead, and Daniel, as well as the point guard, and Adonis in the post. So we've got 4 new guys who are going to help us, along with the core guys we have back. We lost a relentless worker in Hoffa that maximized his abilities and everything he did, from class to his girlfriend to academics to how he cleaned the apartment to how he made his broccoli. So he was a guy for a great role model for all the other guys. So it'll be a different year, and we're just happy to be playing. We keep saying that. We obviously played last night, a non-conference conference game is that what we called it, in front of no fans, but we don't care about that. We would play on Pluto and bubble wrap, and we're just excited about hopefully getting to play this year.
Sean, what are your goals for the team this year? Obviously, you did very well last year. What are your goals for this season?
The ultimate goal is to always win a championship. Our goal is to keep building, keep getting better at practice, going hard every day. Working individually as well. We know we have practice, but I try to stress the guys and make sure they get in the gym, like even when we're not practicing. When nobody's looking, that's the time to put in the most work. But the ultimate goal is to win the championship, nothing less.
And Coach, what are your goals and expectations? Obviously, you said you have different groups, so what are your expectations for this
year? Every year you start with trying to win a championship. Sean made a great point. Sean's a great example to our new guys. Our new guys have no idea what this is about. In a normal year, they have no idea what this is about. So we want to hang a banner. We want to get a ring for these guys. We made the NCAA tournament last year, and we're pulling up to the hotel when it got canceled. So it was a weird ending. And people don't realize when your season ends, there's a finality to it. And then everybody took off. We didn't really see them. And then we came back in August. So just to get back on track, to keep our program relevant regionally and nationally. And, it's going to be a challenging year, no doubt about that. And, the more depth you have, the better off it is this year because, obviously COVID's a concern, but for whatever reason, everybody I've talked to, injuries are concerned more so than ever. I don't know if it's because guys had time off or coaches were doing too much. Our injuries are legitimate basketball injuries that happen playing. So I think that's every sport, college football to college basketball. But we just want to keep great memories and like since Sean, Jared out on a great senior note.
If you had to say one thing that you've been preaching to your guys throughout this whole fall and craziness, what would it be?
It's about now, what now, what's next. It's literally about now. We're doing an interview right now. We're getting ready to watch tape. He doesn't know this. Practice is canceled today. We have a game that just got canceled. We're trying to reschedule it. So it's about what's going on right now. And it's very, very hard, especially for a guy like Sean who's in his senior year. You can't look to the future. We can't look to Saturday even. This is quite unique. I'm a guy that has a calendar on my desk that practice times are written on there and game days are written on there. And I'm getting called before I come in. Can you move this game time up to this time? Sure, we can do whatever we want. So it's, I think as coaches, we got to be understanding it's difficult on our student athletes to not have the organization they had. They miss the camaraderie of a lot of things. And we've been trying. It's like the other night, we dressed everybody. We felt like an NFL team. We had an active roster, I called it, but I put everybody in uniform. I mean, we don't know. We don't know this is our last game. We hope not. So it's very unique. We're just, like I said, hopefully we just keep playing basketball.
Well, thank you guys. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.